Hey everyone, Sammy here. I'm really excited today to introduce you to our new discount type. I called this the custom discount type. I'll try my best to keep this video as short and sweet as possible, but first I'll try and give you a quick walkthrough of what the interface looks like and how you build your custom discounts. I'll go into my discount area and I will hit create discount. Here we have the discount kit discount types, and we have this new one called custom discount. So I can enter into there. The first thing to go through is like these top level things like, should I run this logic or not? And so the first option is, do you want to run it whenever a discount code is entered, or do you want to run it automatically? The second aspect is, is this for specific customers, specific customer tags? So I might, target a membership group, just as an example. And I can also specify market eligibility by market handle. So I could, for the UK market, the handle is GB. So I could add, the GB tag here. Now we get to this interesting concept. So we can see we can't actually create any discounts until we've created a group. So what is this group? One of the concepts that you do is you have this logic. You go through each cart line and you say, does this cart line belong to a specific collection? Is it one of these specific products? Is the quantity over a certain amount? Does a cart line attribute exist and match, this? It's really difficult to describe these because these are not static groups, these are dynamic groups. So for every basket, we recalculate these groups. So everything is done at runtime. So to give you an example, I might want to target just shorts, and I can select specific product IDs or product variant IDs here. So for example, here I can select all of these variants of these shorts and hit add. And you can really think of these as variables or references that we're going to use later. We're going to go through each cart line item and we're going to put that cart line item in matching groups. This is where this filling strategy comes in. Should it just be put into the first matching one, or should it be put into all of the matching ones? We then come to the next part. You can see we can now create a discount. When you create a discount, you give it a message, and so this is the text that the customer is going to see when the discount applies. To give you a really simple example, I can create a very basic buy X get Y with my cart group of shorts. So I can say buy one short, get one short free. For example, we can make this discount repeating. This is interesting because when I make it repeating, I essentially create this sort of pattern matching environment. So now I can create these prerequisites. If I imagine this pattern that I want to match over and over again, I can say, hey, whenever I have two shorts, I want to do something. I don't want to repeat this for only a maximum number of times. I want to repeat this forever. You can read this prerequisite as saying, every time that I have two shorts, I have these targets, and I want to target one short and I want to make it 100% off. This looks a little bit convoluted. It's the most basic example of what you can do. I can make this more complicated though. I can add another group where, we can target beach balls. I can target this beach ball product, and then I can go through and edit this discount, and we can make it, instead of one short, get one free, we can make it and one ball, get one short free. And so we can keep things kind of similar, but this pattern that we want to match against this prerequisite, we want to add another prerequisite to say balls one. So if you read this, you say, every time I have two shorts and one ball, I want one short to be 100% off. If you think about it, you can create any arbitrary buy X get Y plus Z with different quantities that you want. So it's a really powerful buy X get Y. If I now go ahead and delete these, I can walk through another example. What I can do is I can target cart lines that have a line quantity of greater or equal to 2. And I can call this group quantity 2. And I can then add a group that I'll call quantity 4. And I'll use the same filter, but I'll say 4 quantity for this one in order. So if we say we're only going to fit in the first matching group, what we actually want is we want to put the quantity 4 bucket or group above the quantity 2 group, so that if we have a quantity of 4 or greater, we're going to fit into this quantity 4 bucket. If not, we'll fit into this quantity 2 group. So once we've done that, we can actually create multiple discounts. So we can say, quantity 2, 20% off, just as an example. This time, we're not going to create a repeating discount. We're going to add a prerequisite, which says If we have any items matching the quantity to filter at all, just anything, that's the prerequisite, then we want to target all items that are in the quantity to group, and we want to give it 20% off. I can then do the same for quantity 4, but with 40% off, for example. I can add the prerequisite, which is that something exists in the quantity 4 group, and then I can add a target, which is all items in the quantity 4 group with 40% off. And you can now see that you've got multiple discounts being returned from one discount, which leads us to this discount application strategy. This is a layer on top of Shopify's discount application primitive. So in a Shopify function, a discount function to be specific, you return a list of discounts and you also return a discount application strategy. You actually want to return all of these discounts. And so in this scenario, you can imagine instead of creating 300 different discounts for 300 different products, we can actually just use the dynamic line quantity to target all 300 products from one logical discount. To make this a little bit more interesting, I can go to the cart groups. Like, let's say we had a catalog of 300 products, but I only wanted to apply this rule to, a specific collection, for example. Well, all of these filters can be added together. So what I could say is in this quantity 4 group, I want them to also belong to Toby's wish list. And so I can update that. And now we have the same quantity discount, but it's limited to items that have a quantity of 2 or 4 or greater, and also must belong to Toby's wish list. I will say that we are taking a use case based approach to building and improving this. If you have any use cases that you think aren't possible, don't hesitate to get in touch. If this is a little bit complicated and you'd like, a walkthrough or your handheld, just also get in touch. We'd be more than happy to walk through it in more detail with your use case. We have some really exciting stuff coming as well. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. Thank you so much for listening. If you've got all the way to the end of the video, thank you.